Hello everyone! Happy Saturday and welcome to tonight's stream. Thank you for joining me as I am diving back into the Fallout universe and taking my very first look at Fallout New Vegas. Hopefully. Gonna kick it over there. I played Fallout 4 and loved it. I've never done any of the other games in the series, but I thought I enjoyed it so much that I'm going to pull back and I'm going to start doing some of the earlier ones, and decided this was the one to do next. Come on, Streamlabs, work with me here. I tested this right before I went live, too. Now? Maybe? Well, let me say hello to everybody, and then hopefully this will, pick up. We might have to try a couple things with the display. It worked right before I started. I promise I tested it. Lynn's here, per capita, Brad, Nicole, good to see you guys. Daisy says hi too. Russian, Kevin, Paul, Chuck, welcome. Brant, Wander, Christy, good to see you. K-Flow, Rob, welcome. We've got Lily. Let's see. Sarah is here. Good to see you, Sarah. Let's see. Daniel, welcome. Good to see you. Yeah, Daisy. I don't know what Daisy's upset about. There's the game. Okay, it just took a minute. It just took a minute. Hey, Pi. Good to see you. Fallout New Vegas is quite a bit rougher than Fallout 4. It's much more your stats are important to how you should play. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, it's quite a few years older. I'm jumping in on normal, and as I do, I will figure out the differences. I had a bit of a gap in between, and I'm hoping that helps me so I'm not so stuck in Fallout 4 mindset that I can adjust easily enough to this one, because I'm sure that there are quite a bit of differences. What I need to know is there a quick save button? Because quick save button is going to make or break my experience in this, as you all know. Hey, Nicole, you made it back. Good to see you. All right, we're going to start a new game. I didn't really tweak much. I had to turn down the mouse sensitivity, like, to the bare minimum, because it's a really sensitive, it's a really sensitive mouse. And I upped the brightness just a tiny bit to try to offset the YouTube darkening it, so hopefully it's good. Why is there a continue button? New. I don't have any saves, so yes. I was really sad that it didn't give me the options to change it like I could in Fallout 4. Like, I could choose blue or white or this amber color, but I couldn't make it purple. Hey, Jake, good to see you. I really don't know anything about, like, the story of this one, whatever it is. I mean, it just takes place in Vegas, but I don't know anything else about it. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get flagged for something along the lines in this. Raider groups, I'm guessing?
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Interesting
Time to
hair.
cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
Dramatic. He did look like a Ken doll. Hey, Legion, Quint, good to see you. I did have subtitles turned on, so I don't know why they didn't kick in for that. Because Caravan allows players to build decks from any cards they can find. Crafty Caravan something. Okay. Classic pack items added to inventory. Mercenary pack items to inventory. Caravan pack item. I'm guessing this is from the complete edition? Or does that always pop up that way?
Awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you...
Display, no. Oh, maybe it's under general subtitles. I made sure dialogue subtitles was there.
just relax a second?
Nope.
Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage
There it is. Sorry about that,
your
guys.
name? Can you tell me your name?
I know that he's a guy, though, right? But I don't care. Should I care? I don't care.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place.
Oh, okay, now this is going to be the mirror where we choose who we're going to be. Got it. Got it. I mean, I don't hate this one, so I'm just going to leave it. Domestic goddess. No nonsense, prim and proper, rough night. Wendy the welder, the sophisticate frazzled. Iron maiden. Unladylike, rude rage. mangy, fallen angel, fairy tales, shaved, little devil, seductress, bedraggled, blast back, the unsettler, clean cut, pretty puff, Sarge, and buzzcut. Okay. These are a little funny. I want to like spin her. Okay, yeah. We'll go with like the ponytail bun situation called Wendy the Welder. Hair color's good though, so we're gonna leave that. Done. Yes.
Well, I got most of it right anyway.
Hey,
Stuff
Torch.
that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet.
Everything's gone blurry.
Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
It's definitely a race. Alright, let's see. So we've got health, compass down at the bottom. That's interesting. AP points on the right. Caps lock is the toggle between walk and run.
Ooh, looking good so far. Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try. We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Wow, you move pretty fast. And I don't see a difference between caps and not caps. Oh, maybe I do. Maybe I do? I don't know. We're moving fast, though. Like, we are zipping around. Zipping. Nicole, I did see your question, but then you stepped away. So if you get, like, a claim for any of the music, nothing bad happens, except you can't monetize the video at all. So the options are to leave it there, and any revenue that the video gets goes to the copyright holder, or you can have YouTube like remove the audio from whatever section. So like there'll be a weird muted spot in the video if you were to watch it back. That's pretty much your options, but like you don't get in trouble or anything. I didn't want to not answer. I saw it, but then you stepped away. Vitomatic vigor tester. Why are these ones lit up? Okay. Wet noodle. Wet noodle, beach jellyfish, doughy baby, lightweight, average Joe, barrel-chested, beach bully, circus strongman, doomsday pecs, and Hercules' bigger cousin. I'm sorry, but doughy baby is definitely my favorite. Okay, so right now it looks like it's set up to just be like even across the board. 5 points in everything. I love that the little Pip-Boy symbols are the same. I was going to say, so there's 5 points remaining. There's enough to leave everything at 5, and then you get 5 left. That's what I was trying to get to, was where does it tell me how many points I get? So we've got 5 left to put somewhere, and then I can push them up or down if I want them. And unlike in Fallout 4, you don't get more stat points per level. Oh, so this is just it. I did read through the chart on skills rather than points. So yeah, whatever I pick here is just it for this is it for the game. This is probably something I would have obsessed over off stream, but I didn't want you guys to miss all the intro, so here we are. I like being stronger. Because then I can carry more stuff. I thought about going down to Doughy Baby. It's my favorite, but then we'd be so weak. Do I want to be weak? Hey, SD, it's good to see you. Perception, explosive lockpicks, accuracy and compass range. Endurance affects your unarmed health, resistance, and survival. We'll put an extra point into hardy. Misanthrope is the lowest level of charisma. Creepy Undertaker. These have such funny names. Let's put charisma up to cheery salesman. I'm really bad at that, K-Flow. I'm so bad at, like, choosing a build that I'm gonna go for. Hey, Chris. Like, I'm really, really bad at it, because I always say I'm gonna do a particular thing, and I never do. I never do. Gifted, agility, guns, sneak. Put a point in that, too. So, regardless of what I said about playing in Fallout 4, it's not really what happened. What happened was I was a little bit sneaky, but then I panic and I end up like facing something head on. It's exactly, Sarah. It's hard to pick stuff like this and to pick a build when you don't know yet. Picking a build is so much easier when you're playing for the second time. So I'm going to leave it mostly even. I just spread out my extra points with an extra one in strength, endurance, charisma, intelligence, and agility. We're leaving luck and perception at the 5-point base. So I'm going kind of middle of the road. I'm not going to go extreme on any one thing or like really cut down anything, even though Doughy Baby seems like an amazing one to pick. It'd be pretty cool. Hey, Napai, good to see you. We're gonna go with it.
Yeah, that's a pretty standard score there, but after what you've been through, I'd say that's great news. Well, we know your vitals are good.
Extra medium-y.
A bullet didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
This is going to take some getting used to. Like, we are whipping around. And I might need to put my mouse sensitivity back up a tiny bit. It was so fast in the menu that I toned it down. But now, compared to how fast I'm zipping around, might turn it up. How do I get to third person? Oh, zoom out. Oh, look at me. Yeah, see, caps lock, not caps lock. I don't see a difference. I think we're just running regardless. Yeah, if I hold shift, we walk. So run is the default. If I want to go slow, I have to hold shift. No, F just rolls you back between... I can scroll out further on my scroll wheel, but F just brings me in and out of first person. Alright, let's sit on the couch.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind.
I love these games.
Dog. House. Night.
Uh-oh.
Bandit.
Bandit. Bribe.
Light.
Dark.
Mother.
Cookie jar.
Okay. Now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say.
Okay.
First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
I mean... I'm always bad at these because I answer them, but I feel like I always end up in conflict even though I don't want to be. I'm going to say agree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Sure.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
No.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
See, that's the one that gets me, because I feel like in general I'm not, but then change something up on me, game, and I will hate you forever. And I'll try to do it the old way, and I won't switch weapons. I'll kind of agree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Yeah, that's facts.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
Exactly, Lily. Conflict doesn't exist if you kill everyone. What's this? A broken chain, a chemical reaction, a shadow in a door frame, an oozing wound, an angry two-headed ant. I gotta be careful. This is doing like the off-screen scrolling thing that Skyrim was doing. Let's go chemical reaction.
How about this one?
A priceless work of art. A ship at sea. I'm too embarrassed to say what it looks like. Alright, we'll go with this one.
Last one.
A light in the darkness, a bearded man, a mushroom cloud, a head on a pillow. It's funny because, like, none of these look like anything that's there.
Well, that's all she wrote.
It looked like two bears, right?
Compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
Okay. So this just set my skills. See, melee weapons, I feel like I'm torn. Like, I always say I'm not going to go melee. But then I kind of always end up leaning towards melee, but then I, like, forget. Like, I don't think I used a melee weapon even once in Fallout 4. Like, I would shoot the bugs. Like, I did not use a melee weapon in Fallout 4 at all. But then you get games like Skyrim where I punched everything with my mace and I forgot to ever shoot anything. So it's hard to say, like... That's what I'm saying, Pi. Like, I feel like these are the tag skills. So they're what's faster to level and are easy to raise. This is where the build comes in, right? Like, this is where the build part is locked in. And I'm concerned about this melee weapon thing. Bullets are scarce in this. Bullets are scarce. Can I change them individually, or when it's saying, like, choose one, am I just like... Oh, okay, if I change one, it bumps the skill number up. I'm not individually changing the number. It just ups the thing. Yeah, melee for when the gun isn't there. Barters, prices, obviously. Energy weapons. I do like my energy weapons. Explosives are a very bad idea for me. That's, like, terrible. I think I'm going to keep lockpicking. Medicine, how many hit points you'll replace upon using a stim pack, and the effectiveness of Rad-X and Radaway. Repair, maintain weapons and apparel. Create items and guns, ammunition at reloading benches. Yeah, bullets didn't seem scarce in Fallout 4 at all. Science skill, scientific knowledge used to hack restricted computer terminals. Sneakiness. I want to keep sneak. I do want to keep sneak. The speech skill governs how much you can influence someone through dialogue and gain access to information they might otherwise not want to share. I really liked having a high speech thing. You played Fallout 4 with the Frost Survival mod. Bullets were like gold dust. Really? Oh, hacking in this game is a one-time try? Survival skill increases the hit points you receive from food and drink. And gain access to information they might otherwise not... Oh, wait, I scrolled back up. It also helps you create consumable items at campfires. Unarmed skill is used for fighting without a weapon or with weapons designed for hand-to-hand combat. Okay. I want more than 3. I want more than 3. Sneak is a given. I'm hesitating between melee and guns. Guns determines your effectiveness with any weapon that uses conventional ammunition. I'm thinking I'm gonna switch to guns. Watch me end up doing melee immediately. I do want them all. I want all of them. Can I just have like high skills in everything? Can that be a thing? All right, we're gonna go guns and hope that I don't regret that. Yeah, it's true. Sneaking with a melee build, you'd really have to sneak right up onto something. What does my melee go down to after I switch? They all seem to be either 17 or the high 30s for the ones that I pick. So 17 doesn't seem super low. Lockpick is good. But I feel like speech might be more helpful. That brings lockpick down to 15 though. So I'd be breaking a lot of lockpicks potentially, but I feel like the speech benefit, again, I'm basing this off of a game that came out after this one, so it's kind of hard to judge. Because I am making my decisions based on the playstyle of a game that came out years after this one. So I don't know, I don't know how much this is going to actually come through. I'm going to do this though. I'm going to do sneak, guns, and speech. And hope that that's not a mistake. And if it is, well, you know what? We've made worse mistakes than that. So let's go with it.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Yeah, this one wasn't made by Bethesda either. I did see that. Choose up to 2 traits or none. All right, well, we're choosing 2. Built to destroy, the flamer that burns twice as bright burns half as long. All weapons have a plus 3% chance to critically hit, but equipment condition decays 15% faster. That's fast. Claustrophobia. You have a fear of enclosed spaces, probably because of the mutants that live there. You gain +1 to special attributes when outside, but suffer -1 when indoors. Early bird, early riser, enjoy a +2 to each of your special attributes from 6 a.m. to noon, but suffer a -1 from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. when you're not at your best. They're like quirks. I can see now why you might want to choose none, because they all have like a benefit, but also a negative, so I can see why it lets you choose none. I see Hoarder. I can't wait till we get there. Well, guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more quickly, but your shots are 20% less accurate. Yeah, like that's a no. While wearing any type of glasses, you have +1 perception, but without glasses, you have -1 perception. You're good-natured at heart, more prone to solving problems with your mind than violence. You gain +5 to barter, medicine, repair, science, and speech, but have -5 to energy weapons, explosive guns, melee weapons, and unarmed. That's +5 to a lot of skills. Of course, it's -5 to guns, which is the one I just chose to put extra points into. But +5 to all of these skills? Heavy-handed, your melee and unarmed attacks do more damage, but less critical hit damage. Border, you gain +25 pounds to all your carrying capacity, but suffer a -1 to all attributes anytime the weight you're carrying drops below 160. Oh. So you have to stay heavy. You can get the extra weight, but you have to stay heavy. Oh. That's rough. Because I wouldn't be able, like, I'd have the extra weight, but I'd have to be careful. Am I ever going to go below 160? That's the thing. That's the thing. I am deeply thinking about it. You know what? Again, this would be really helpful if I knew what my maximum was. Like, how much is 160, really? Like, what is my weight in general? Is it going to be hard to stay? Am I ever going to go under 160? I feel like our weights that we were dealing with in Fallout 4 were in like the 2 to 200 plus range. I'm usually a hoarder, so I feel like, but one, I don't know, but it's -1 to everything, like -1 all the way across the board. I'm strongly considering it. What are the rest of them? When your health drops below 50%, you gain 10% more damage, but you also suffer -2 to your agility and perception. Kamikaze. You have +10 action points, but your reckless nature causes you to have -2 damage threshold. Logan's loophole. No one's going to put you out to pasture because you're going to stay young and level 30 forever. You'll never again become addicted to chems, and they'll last twice as long. But after 30, you can kiss experience, perks, and skill points goodbye. Interesting. Loose cannon. From frag grenades to throwing spears, you can throw weapons 30% faster at the cost of 25% range. Well, you know, I drop them at my feet most often anyway, so that's probably fine. You're skilled but not experienced. You gain +5 points to every skill, but you suffer -10% from experience gain from now on. Okay. So I would gain XP and level slower, but I'd go 5 points up with skills right from the start. That's one that I feel like would pay off really well at the beginning, but end up hurting me later. Because I'd be front-loading myself with points. But it'll take me longer to actually gain levels and experience in the long run. 10%'s not that much, though. And yeah, I wouldn't know the difference. I'm strongly considering this one. Small size. Due to your small size, you have +1 agility, but your limbs are more easily crippled. Look at his little figure. While using guns and energy weapons, you fire 20% more slowly, but are 20% more accurate. I need to be able to panic shoot, so that's not a good one. Wild Wasteland unleashes the most bizarre and silly elements of post-apocalyptic America, not for the faint of heart or the serious of temperament. What is that gonna do? Hey, old school, good to see you. Wild Wasteland. It's the Florida. Rob, that's the Florida effect. It's the do you want weird or normal. I love the Florida reference there. I love the things. Enemies don't scale in difficulty. I think I'm going to go skilled and hoarder. That one sounds interesting, but I'm going to take the risk on hoarder because I guarantee you I'm going to end up hoarding. I'm not going to want to, but I'm going to. Even when I empty myself out, it's so I can immediately fill myself up with stuff again. So we're going to go with it. And again, you know, if I regret it, too late now.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Follow Doc Mitchell to the exits. I take his stuff? Look at me looting his building before I'm even gone. Is there anything else I can take? Medical brace? Is that good for anything? Stim packs? Anti-venom? Rad-X? Stim packs? Why did I not think about looting his stuff? Paperweights. Pencils. Ashtrays. Doctor's bag. Some of this I feel like is just junk. Most of it is probably just junk. But still, I don't think hoarder is going to be a problem for me since I'm already stealing this guy's stuff. I'm sure I am grabbing useless stuff. Is anyone surprised?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on, too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Was my wife's.
Not the point.
I think she was about your size, and she hardly wore it after we left the vault. Felt it was too brazen.
Thank you for the super chat, old school. But yeah, looting is always the point. And I do need to get myself above 160 pounds as fast as possible. Also, there's already fireworks. So Daisy could be particularly not happy this stream. Because it's not even dark outside. And those are already fireworks noises. So the next couple days, guys, these streams might be a little extra interrupted. I apologize. And probably louder than normal because she's hiding on my feet. Thanks for patching me up. I missed a magazine.
It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon.
All right, we're going to the
I
saloon.
reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
I will work on it. Okay. Fallout New Vegas allows you to play in a new hardcore mode that greatly increases the challenge of the game. We're already going to say no, but I want to read this. In this mode, stim packs heal over time and cannot mend broken limbs. Radaway removes radiation over time. Ammunition has weight, and dehydration is a constant concern. This mode is only recommended for advanced players. You may turn hardcore mode on or off at any time in the gameplay menu, but if you activate hardcore mode now and maintain it throughout the end of the main storyline, you'll receive a special reward. Would you like to activate hardcore mode? No is the recommended answer, and we are definitely saying no. Okay, there was a magazine. Was it on the desk? The comment scrolled up off my screen, so... Oh, there. Today's physician. Alright, let's take a look at my Pip-Boy. Alright, so we've got our stats. We're level 1. 220. We've got 12 stim packs. 4 doctor's bags. Hey, Brad Labs, good to see you. Hoarder penalty. Vault jumpsuit. Okay, yeah, see, look, we've already got my hoarder penalty in here. Okay. Skills. Perks. General. Oh, down here. Items. Got it. All weapons fall under a weapon skill category that determines how effective a weapon is. Guns, energy weapons, explosives, melee, or unarmed. Compare the small icon below and to the left of the weapons icon to the icon shown on the Pip-Boy skill menu. Damage and DPS. These indicate the base damage and damage per second. Weapons with a low damage have difficulty penetrating armor. If you hit a target's damage threshold, switch to a weapon with a higher damage or use ammo that reduces the target's damage threshold, like armor piercing. Strength and skill. Many weapons have a strength and or skill requirement. If your character does not meet the requirement for the weapon, its aim will wobble or it will attack more slowly. Condition affects the amount of damage it does. At 75% condition or higher, a weapon does maximum damage and only needs to be maintained. A weapon with low condition will do less damage and may jam when reloaded. Repair / mod. These options take you to the repair and mod submenus where you may repair damaged equipment or attach weapon modifications respectively. So I can just do that in my inventory this time. You don't have to go to like a specific bench. Okay, so yeah, it requires strength of 2, damage of 8, binoculars, broad machete, laser pistol, grenade rifle, caravan shotgun, throwing spears, weathered 10mm pistol. But the attachments are bought, not made. Okay. Apparel. Damage threshold to the wearer. That's the bonus. It's basically your armor, right? Condition affects how much protection. Medium and heavy apparel will slow characters down. This option only opens the repair submenu, which allows apparel to be repaired by salvaging parts from similar items. Alright, we're in our jumpsuit. Tribal raiding armor. Lightweight metal armor. Leather armor. Armored Vault 13 jumpsuit. So we're in a Vault 21. Which gives us an extra speech benefit. But this one gives us an extra damage threshold. This one doesn't. Anti-venom, doctor's bags, restore all body parts. Okay, so that doctor's bag was useful. Radix stim packs, of course. Super stim packs. Today's physician. Meds plus 10. This game is very similar to Skyrim in playstyle. Okay. I know, right? Restore all body parts does sound wrong. I saw your comment, Sarah, about these only doing a temporary benefit magazines. Did anyone confirm or deny that? Weapon repair kits. We've got 4 of them. Bobby pins. Strained small energy cells. Medical brace. Vault 13 canteen. Helpful tip. Sometimes New Vegas save games will get corrupted. Make sure you do a hard save every so often. Okay, thank you. Magazines are temporary. Okay, I see it. Thank you. Books are permanent. Magazines are temporary. Okay, so save that until I, like, need the extra, like, up from whatever it is. So I only weigh 98 pounds out of a maximum of 225. I need to pick up more junk. And then ammo, armor piercing, hollow point does more damage, but it's easily blocked by armor. Overcharge is energy weapons. Slugs are shotguns. To switch ammo subtypes, equip them on this menu. Outside of the Pip-Boy, press 2 to cycle through ammo subtypes for your currently equipped weapon. I will not remember that. It is really different, Nicole. It is really different. It's gonna take me a bit to, like, break my habits. Local map, world map, quests, and miscellaneous. Talk to Sunny Smiles. So are these, like, my miscellaneous quests? Back in the saddle. Talk to Sunny Smiles in the saloon. They went that away. Inquire about your delivery assignment. Talk to Victor. Find the men who tried to kill you. Okay. So do I have, like, favorites? Like, I don't see a button to favorite things. I guess if I go out of my... How do I get out of my Pip-Boy? Tab again. Oh no, because the number 2 cycles you through your things. There are no favorites. Okay, so if I want to change weapon, I have to like go into tab and choose the new weapon. It pauses the game to do that, so I guess that's not too bad. Because the key number 2, the key number 2 was the one to switch. E to exit's also going to take me a bit. Okay, so you just can't use the number 2. That's going to be super confusing. I see. Grenade rifle. I want my shotgun to be number 3. Stim packs. On number 8. I'll play with that. That's gonna get me. I'm gonna hit escape to try to get out of stuff, like, literally forever. Okay, now I can do the caps lock thing, except now it feels, like, super slow. Obsidian made this game in only 18 months. They had to punch the game out in record time because Skyrim was releasing the year after this. Wow, that's fast. You've gotten a fragmented signal on your Pip-Boy, a coded transmission of some sort with a sad, jazzy undercurrent that makes your head hurt. As far as you can tell, it appears to be an invitation to the Midnight Science Fiction feature at the Mojave Drive-In. Please arrive early to catch the trailers. Your level cap has been raised by 5. Oh, are these are the DLC? That's the DLC. Okay. All of these are probably Lonesome Road. I recognize the name of that one. Happy Trails. Okay. Honest Hearts. So it gives me those like right from the start. It gives them to you like right away. All right, let's see. So I'm going to need to ignore all of that. How much does that muddle up my quest list? Kind of a lot. Enter the Divide. Find the Caravan Master. They're at the top, too. Alright, I'm just going to have to remember to ignore those. This game will let you walk right into a level 40 area at level 1 and not tell you at all. That's going to be great. That is going to be great. Gunrunner's Arsenal. The ongoing conflict in the Mojave Wasteland has kicked weapon manufacturers into high gear. All major and minor weapon dealers in the region are rolling in new weapons, ammunition types, and modifications. Head to your nearest participating vendor to peruse the merchandise. Some of the weapons that I started with came from the DLCs. Okay, that makes sense. When it was loading them in, that's what it seemed like. It helps me get to my weight goal. Alright, so my gun condition is actually pretty low. Your Pip-Boy has picked up a radio broadcast inviting you to the grand opening of the Sierra Madre Casino. Oh, it's still going through the DLCs. It is still rolling through the DLCs. What are those? Alright, we gotta go back to running because I can't handle it, guys. I thought I could handle it. I can't handle it. They're like little goats. Are they friendly? Young Bighorner. Oh, they're young ones? Look at their little faces. All right, they're kind of ugly when they lift their heads up. Okay. Well, the Prospector Saloon's right here. General store. That's the Doc's house. Can I get in here? Just for fun? Just for fun. I've literally stepped outside of the doctor's house, old school. I haven't done anything else. I have just stepped foot outside of the house. Well, let's go to the saloon and talk to who they want me to talk to. Oh, motorcycles? I want a motorcycle. Oh, Daisy. Sorry, guys. Oh. They're setting up big ones, too. Like, these are not small fireworks. Compass on the bottom left in your blind spot. A yellow straight line is a person. Oh, yellow straight line is a person? And a red line is an enemy. It's kind of a terrible spot for a compass, I'm not gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. I plan to go back to Fallout 3 after this. I'm wondering if I should have done Fallout 3 first, but now I'm committed, so I'm doing this one first. But I'm gonna do Fallout 3 too, I think. I was torn on it, but it's good. Easy Pete's.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
It's weird to me that, like, is it just me? As much as the graphics are so obviously worse, somehow their faces look more normal. Maybe that's just after, like, Red Dead Redemption so long with, like, the weird red color to everyone's face. Do you know anything about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
I mean, he shot me in the head, so I feel like that's fair.
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector, like digging for gold and silver?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
Bottom left additional. Big arrows are current quests you have selected. Small hollow pointers are undiscovered locations. And filled little pointers are discovered. Okay. Yeah, the compass is going to be an adjustment for sure. I like the little pictures from Fallout 4. Did you ever find anything good while prospecting?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
What's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
There's a mod that does make it easier. I might take a look at mods for this one, kind of like I did for Skyrim. Not anything that's going to change the gameplay significantly, but stuff that might, like, tweak the UI to be a little bit more understandable for me. Tell me about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it.
Kaisar.
A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back, and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
What's so important about Hoover Dam?
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
What do you use the bighorners for?
Meat and hide, mostly. Can't put a pack on them. They just lay down until you take it off.
They're like
Can
cats.
find a bunch of wild ones high up in the hills, but gotta be careful around them. They can put up a decent fight if cornered.
Okay, so if I find them in the wild, not friendly. Noted. Do you know anything about Victor?
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be.
Okay, good night, Torch.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
Okay. Oh, I see. The little symbols are below it. All right, so the lines would be above, and that's people. The arrow, that big arrow is the quest thing pointing here. Got it. Puppy!
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry. She won't bite unless I tell her to.
Do we get a puppy in this game? Doc Mitchell said you could teach me to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
She had a lot more options I could have talked to her about, so hopefully those come back later. All right, this would be stealing. We're not going to steal stuff. Although I am sneaky. Is there anyone to see me? All right, F5 is still the quick save button. That's key. Goodsprings settler. All right, he doesn't have a name, so he's probably not important. This is before Invincible Companion Bethesda style. Oh, we get dog meat, but we can kill him. I do kind of want to find out. We quick saved, so let's find out if I can get away with it. There's no one around. There's no one to see me. Oh, I lost karma. There's a karma system. There's a way you can carry stuff without stealing it, so you can carry it to a back room or something, then take it. Oh. We could get a cyber dog. Cyborg dog. Activate toilet? Okay. It's funny because there's no, like, animation to it. Where's the back door? Probably should have followed her. She clearly went this way. Oh, right here. I drank out of the toilet. Bad boy points for turn. Oh, so your companions can die not just from you, they can die in combat.
Now, see the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them.
Okay. Did she give me, like, a weapon? What did she say? What did she mean when she said take this? Oh, varmint rifle. Okay, and I automatically equipped it, so that's good. Varmint rifle. Okay. I know those darn doors. Better to crouch?
That's the right idea.
I'm kind of shaky.
Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Oh, she just told me to crouch. I am crouched, but she just told me to do it.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Okay, I'm in.
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
Puppy! I like this dog. Look up the control for VATS. Oh, I didn't even think about VATS. Don't shoot the dog. No, I'm not going to shoot the dog. It's probably going to tell me. I imagine that as part of this tutorial, it's going to tell me. Strafe left, attack. Activate. Pip-Boy. VATS is V. Okay. Welcome to the Vault-Tec Assisted Targeting System, or VATS. VATS displays the chance you will hit along with the condition of each body part. Mouse 1 attack your target. Mouse 2 cancel an attack. E to accept your actions. Left click on the left or right arrow to switch to a new target. The number of attacks you can make is limited by your action points. Okay. Yeah, Q was in Fallout 4. Fallout 4 is Q. Because I remember walking through the wilderness tapping Q. If there's nothing in my range, can I still do like the tap to see if it focuses on something? Yes, I can. Okay. I can tap it to see if it hones in on something. And it doesn't unless there is actually. I lost track of her, but she's only right over here. It's funny that now that I'm outside in the world, running feels slow.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
I hit the wrong button. The only problem with that is some enemies have view ranges that are the same as VATS. Okay. So
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
Kill the geckos at the well. Oh, I see it. A little pop-up popped up. 5% chance. Okay. Yeah, that's worked terribly for me, but I never put any, like, points into it. Whoa, they saw me. Okay, this is where I probably want to have a melee weapon equipped. Oh, you're not dead. That one was still alive. You run so with your gun out. Oh. A to take all. Okay. Protected by what? Those are very ugly geckos. How do I put my gun away? No, not B. I wanted V to be view, but it's VATS. F.
See?
R puts the gun away? Okay.
There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
She had 60 ammunition. Yeah, those things saw me faster than I expected. But I didn't really get hurt, so I guess it's okay. Yeah, we'll stick with the cute girl until the tutorial's officially over. I'm not going to be that person that's like, oh. Oh no. See, now the dog's in the middle of this fight. I'm gonna end up shooting this dog, and it's not gonna be my fault. 40 likes already? You guys are amazing. Thank you. Again, E to exit is gonna kill me. A. What am I at weight-wise? 112. Okay, we still need to get to 160. Hey, Phantom, good to see you. Hey, Purple. Yeah, I'm only a baby character. Oh, wait, I gotta watch the little quest thingy. Where did she go? The puppy's still here. I forgot to follow her. Sounds like she's already fighting stuff. I get my reward and I didn't even help with that last one. It looked like the puppy was limping. I have discovered Goodsprings source.
Ah, hell's bells. There's not a day passes by I don't tell people not to come here by themselves. Some people, your word just isn't good enough for them. Then this happens. Well, it's a part of life out here. Best to accept it. But you did what you promised. Staying out here with me. Here's my end of the deal. One more thing I wanted to show you.
50 caps.
Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Couldn't hurt.
All right, then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Okay. I did the thing where I was distracted by Daisy and I didn't actually listen to her, so hopefully there's a marker for that. One of them was the graveyard. Oh, I can't just hit M for map? That's annoying. Right, yeah, that's gotta be these markers. Hey, Bray, good to see you. Loot the guy that's dead. No, don't set my marker. Tab to get out of here. Oh yeah, dead guy and the rest of these things. Bottle cap, cleaver, field hand outfits. I gotta get my weight above 160. I would surround myself with donuts. That should be a win. I gotta go through and assess my donut wins. He's definitely limping. Is he gonna get better? Or she? Her name is Cheyenne. I hope she gets better. Hey, Toker, good to see you. Alright, so we're gonna follow a little marker. I know I am underweight, but I've only been playing for like 15 minutes outside of like the initial skill check, so give me time. It should take me at least 30 minutes to get that heavy. Actually, you know what? I probably would have been that heavy faster if there was more stuff to loot. But there's been kind of a lack of stuff to loot. Hey, Tina, good to see you. Who are you? Oh, this is Victor.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Yeah, I didn't take everything from the doctor's house. How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
I've never seen a robot like you before.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Okay.
Happy trails!
Yeah, we're not done with her yet. We gotta find the ingredients that she needs. Uh-oh, there's red lines. We need the graveyard and wherever else she said the other stuff would be. I totally tuned it out. Giant mantis nymph. That sounds fun. Now it's dead. Oh, is that a baby one? Oh. It says it's a baby one, but it does not look very baby-sized. Oh, I should aim. It's stuck. Ooh, kill shot. Mantis foreleg. This one looked smaller than the other one, but I guess they're kind of the same. This is not where I'm supposed to be, but, you know, loot. There's gonna be bad stuff in here. More bugs. I really gotta assign my melee weapon to something, because I feel like I should be, where's my machete? I gotta be careful. It's doing the thing where it's scrolling my chat. Machete. Machete is now number 4. No. Cancel. What am I trying to do? Oh, there's a lot of them, though. Come on, bugs. I don't know if I took the things off those other mantis, because I think I was hitting E twice instead of E and then A. Oh, it says it's empty. Alright, I gotta E. Was that me making that noise? A science skill of 25 is required. Take all. Camera and scrap metal. Empty locker. Mantis eggs. Okay. A cup? There's a magazine next to the... Oh, yeah. I gotta get better at looking for those magazines. Bobby pins, too. Lockpick skill of 25. Okay. How am I doing weight-wise? 128. I'm still not there. Because lockpicking was one of my skills. I should be lockpicking skill... It was like 30-something. Or is that just the one you have put 10? Oh, no, I changed lockpicking to sneaking. And I changed to speech. What it was. I literally was like, no, speech is more important than lockpicking. And then immediately tried to lockpick something. So there's that. Box of detergents. Wonder glue. Check the desks. Are these like old school desks that could have stuff in them? Oh yeah. Empty, empty. Empty. Oh, this one has something in it. Ooh, bottle caps. Empty. Oop. Their magazine. So the magazine would boost my science skill so that I'd be able to maybe hack that computer. I feel like if that does do that, I should save it for if there's like a quest that requires it. Maybe not just the random building. Although I do want to know the lore of the random building. I dropped the gun? I thought I hit cancel on dropping whatever I was going to drop. It would have been right over here. Oh yeah, I totally did. My shotgun. Thank you, old school. Now we're at 50 likes? Thank you guys so much. I'll save my magazine. Okay, so graveyard. I'm assuming. This might not be the graveyard. It might be the one... Okay, not being able to do M for map is going to make me a little bit crazy. Should be right on it. Ah, that's because it's right here. Xander route. Okay, so now I need to go to the graveyard and do the thing. You know what's funny? You guys were all telling me schoolhouse, and since I was standing next to the schoolhouse, I thought you meant you were just commenting on what this building is, but you were telling me where to get the other thing. It's all coming together now, chat. I apologize. You were all saying schoolhouse because that's where I had to go. But since I was there, I thought you were just telling me of what this building was. Hey, Crufter! Good to see you. That took me a minute. But I got there in the end. Can we loot mailboxes? Cue ball and a tire iron in the mailbox. Okay. Meeting people. You were just saying what the building was, Russian? Okay. Maybe you all were. I don't know. Alright, graveyard's probably back here somewhere. Anything from books to grenades in mailboxes. Mailbox grenades is kind of a funny idea. Graveyard's up on the hill. You had to people today, Christy? Bummer. Oh, hello, Scorpion. I gotta repair this thing. Its condition is not great. Did I call you old school, Legion? Sorry. Sorry, Legion. Finding a nuke in a mailbox would be kind of entertaining. I apologize, Legion. Oh, flying bugs. Can you block? You can. Okay. I want to shoot them, but I only have like 25 ammunition, so I feel like maybe I should try to melee it. Let's quick save in case this goes horribly wrong. Oh, they shoot at me? Alright, well. Horribly wrong might be how this is going to go. I didn't think that they shot at me. There's another one. There it is. And this is the flower that I need. Empty. Bring her the stuff at the campfire. Okay. Take the snow globe. You found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Oh, okay. Float fly meat. Cactus barrel fruit. Open the grave? I mean, maybe it's a good thing I don't have a shovel. I didn't imagine grave robbing was going to be how I played this. Maybe the person buried there really liked snow globes. Bent tin can. Empty sarsaparilla bottle. What's my weight at? 142. All right, we're picking up all the bottles. I need to pick up all the things until I get to 160. And then if I get heavy, I can drop some of this useless stuff. But I need to get to 160. In Fallout 2, you could take a job shoveling Brahmin poo, and if you did it enough, you got a perk for it. That's kind of cool. Okay, so we only got one of the little flower plants. I don't see another one. Is this an open grave? How did I walk past that so many times? Oh, more bottles and cans. Does F3 do anything? Quick save before I find out. Oh, that's where I got shot? That's my open grave? I didn't realize that happened in the graveyard, but that makes sense. Oh, F3 is the map. F3 is the map. Okay, so there is a key for it. The question is going to be, am I going to remember that? And the answer is probably not, but at least it has a key. I wonder if I can remap it. Because M doesn't do anything. Oh. Before you venture deeper into the wasteland, you may revise your character. Wait, I don't want to go. I don't want to go. I'm not ready. Well, I'm going to keep my build anyway, so I guess I just lost my chance at making that decision, but I don't think I would have changed it either way. I think I triggered that question and I answered it, so now I don't have the opportunity to rebuild, but I don't think I would have anyway. So we will go with it. You can take a sip from your trusty canteen. I'm not in hardcore mode. Do I have to worry about drinking? It's funny you can change your name. Like, changing your name is an option that pops up. It's there for hardcore. That's what I thought. I was like, I don't see anything about thirst since I'm not on hardcore mode, but why did it pop up and tell me? I feel like usually those... Buffalo gourd. Seeds. Okay. I feel like usually those things that pop up are, like, relevant. Like, it would pop up because I needed to drink, but I didn't see any need to. Hey, Kat, good to see you. So where am I going? I'm going back to the campfire to meet Sunny so she can teach me about cooking. I'm following the arrow. Am I going the wrong way? Looks like she's right here. Yeah, I'm following my little line to get to Sunny. There she is. Oh, I fell on a barrel. Okay. Large whiskey bottle. All of the trash. Give me all of the trash. What am I at? 171. We did it. We got above 160. We made it. Okay. I like Sunny too. And Cheyenne looks like she's all better.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Healing powder. Anti-venom. Oh, okay, so my skills aren't high enough to make some of this stuff. Okay. Now that you said that, Legion, I'm guessing that there's a town north of here that I don't want to be in, so I'm gonna head south.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
I want to meet the town mom. Go and meet Trudy. Alright, so can we do anything else? Bloatfly sliders give me... prickly pear fruit. Wait. The stats at the bottom, are those cooked stats? So if I cook it, I still get radiation from it? That seems like unfortunate. Cooking it doesn't remove the radiation? Yeah, that's what I thought. Weird. Crafting doesn't give experience in this game? Huh. Well, I'm not gonna do it. Town mom is this away. I know all the food was irradiated in Fallout 4, but I thought once we cooked it, it wasn't. Like, I had to cook the stuff and then it didn't give me radiation anymore. Like, I would cook all my steaks and stuff. If you ate raw food, it would. But the fact that cooked food still has radiation seems different to me. I don't know, maybe it's just been too long since I played, but I swear that's why I would cook the stuff. Heading north to the town is safe enough? Alright. Some things that cured of rats, but not all, so maybe I just focused on the things that did. The health it gives back isn't that good. I spent a lot of time making food in Fallout 4 and then I forgot to ever eat it. I didn't do it, Christy, because I was afraid that it would lower my weight. I thought, since I don't need to eat it, if it lowers my weight, I'm not going to do it. Food in this one is more about the temp benefits. Okay, yeah, like having the ones that help my weight increase and stuff like that the last time. Sir Topham hats.
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it?
We'll keep that in mind. Now, if you're not going to buy something, get out.
What the hell is your problem?
He's running fast. Alright, you're Trudy?
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Show me what you have for sale. I overheard your argument. What was that all about?
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
Where's Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
Why not just kill Cobb and be done with it?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
I mean, I'll do it. What are you gonna do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the powder gangers with him.
Powder gangers?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Never mind, I want to talk about something else.
All right.
What happens if I help Ringo?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the powder gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
Ooh, decision time. Hey, Michael, good to see you. So I help Ringo and Goodsprings will like me more. What if I help the powder gangers?
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
Who was the man you're arguing with? Didn't we already find that out?
He's a convict, just without the chains. Said his name was Cobb. Powder gangers is what they call themselves. Plenty more like him out there.
I'm trying to track down the people who attacked me. Know anything about them?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though.
Of course you were,
one of
Trudy.
the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
This is my vague intro to the karma system? Okay. That's what it seemed like. I was going to say, now I get to pick if I want to be good or bad. Did my attackers say where they were going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
Why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Welcome back, Rob. Want me to take a look at your broken radio?
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
Oh, the guy's name is New Vegas? I couldn't tell because I didn't have the subtitles on during the intro video. I missed what they said the name of the guy was. The guy's name is New Vegas. Do you know the robot that rescued me?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
What does he actually do around here?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Oh, the guy's name is Mr. House. The city is New Vegas. So was she just being silly calling him Mr. New Vegas? Oh, New Vegas is a guy on the radio? Okay. You don't like him?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
I like that we're personalizing and humanizing this robot by giving it gender and, referring it to he and whatever, and she just keeps calling it. How long has he been in Goodsprings?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Oh, it's a different guy. Okay, yeah.
Fine by me.
Okay, does Goodspring get many visitors?
Mostly traders looking to buy bighorn or meat and hides. The traders are the main reason the general store manages to stay in business. Most travelers heading south on the I-15 just push on towards Prim, unless they're in desperate need of supplies.
Anything interesting going on in the rest of the wastelands?
There's always something interesting going on. But the biggest news has to be the come and dust up between the NCR and the Legion over the dam.
Tell me about the NCR.
The new California Republic's got the most power in Nevada. Money, troops, you name it. They do what they can to keep things safe in the region. But if you ask me, they're trying to do too much. They're spread too thin.
Okay. Why do you think the NCR and the Legion both want the dam?
I'm pretty sure the NCR wants to hold on to the dam because it's one of the few places around that can make electricity. The Legion are a bunch of savages, though. No idea why they'd want the dam. Probably plan on destroying it or something.
Okay. What can you tell me about the Legion?
Slavers, killers, and all other kinds of trouble. They dress up like Roman soldiers, so there's no mistaking it when you see them. The rumor is that the Legion is far larger than the NCR lets on, and that it's been due to luck that the Legion hasn't overrun the territory.
Okay. I'm gonna do all of this dialogue. It's kind of a lot and some of it's repetitive, but I got some map markers and stuff, so we're doing a lot of, like, character reading this time. I know. It's weird for me too, guys. Let's look at what she has for
I'm
sale.
sure I've got something you like.
Alright, so she's got fruit, beer, dirty water, meeting people. Okay, so that's a magazine. Salesman Weekly, barter plus 10. I wish that the magazines told you how long they last. Like, plus 10 for how long? I don't actually want to buy anything. I just wanted to see how the system worked and what it looked like. How do I like having more than 4 talk options in a Fallout game? Fallout 4's 4-choice system was odd. I mean, I didn't know any different, so it didn't bother me. So this feels odd because it's different. But, I don't mind it. I'm going to have to see if there's a mod like what I found for Skyrim. I should say, when I say I mean you, Pi, what you found for me. Because when I'm scrolling through these menus, it's scrolling outside of this game. Like my chat scrolls, Streamlabs is scrolling. So I have to, because of the way that the dialogue works, I got to see if I can fix that problem. Is the only issue I have with this right now, is the weird scrolling system. Toker, you've never played any Fallout? Any good? I loved Fallout 4. It was really, really good. So I'm just dipping my toe into some of the other games in the universe. Yeah, Fallout 4, really, really good. Goodbye.
Be careful out there.
Fallouts do go on sale pretty often. That's how long magazines last? Like 3. Okay. So what's our current quests now? All that talking. I mean, we gotta look at the radio. Data? Quests. Okay, that's offer to help Ringo. Okay, so busted, there's a separate tab in this one. Busted radio is it outside?
Hello.
Where is her radio? That's the problem. I mean, maybe if I looked at the map, it would give me a better idea. Oh, way over here. Okay. Turn off background scrolling in Windows 10. It's activated by default. Should be similar in Windows 11. Yeah, I did check that in Skyrim. I'll double check it. But I did look into the background scrolling thing. Maybe I did it wrong. It's worth a shot, honestly. Hold on for a second while I screenshot that, because otherwise I will absolutely forget. Oh, that's Ringo. It doesn't highlight the, Oh, because it's a separate area. It's a separate quest. But if I uncheck this one... No, you can't. Alright, so it's probably got to be in here, right? I was going to look around for the broken radio.
Hey there.
Accurate. Broken radio. That's her terminal. I mean, I see the jukebox. I took a screenshot like that. What are you doing? There's the radio. What are you doing? A repair of 20 or greater required. Okay. Apparently my repair is high enough. Where did she go? Do I have to, like, talk to her about it? Where's Trudy now? Where did Trudy go? Is she still in here? This guy moves around every time I come in and out the door. I really should have watched where Trudy went. Seemed like she went out. Didn't she go outside?
Howdy. We haven't gotten the general store yet. Oh yeah, it's nighttime. Oh, shit. Alright, so let's go talk to Ringo. And we'll find Trudy again at some point. Wait, this is not Ringo. This is just a settler. Because the gas station's where Ringo lives. I remember. I like the little loading thing when you go into a building, being the,
That's close enough.
Casino
Who
thing.
are you, and what do you want with me?
I'm not an enemy if that's what you're asking.
Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
What are the rules of Caravan?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see Caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game?
Sure. Full disclosure, I was reading chat and only half listening to this guy. I really have a bad habit about that. But,
Don't worry. I'm not that good of a player.
Auto match? Ringo did 54. No idea what's happening. Select card. Sure. Why is select a card? Why did I have to discard it? Like, I wanted to do that one. It doesn't let me choose it. Hey, Beeper, good to see you. He did give me a holotape, so I can listen to it, but I don't understand why it's not letting me choose a card. Like, this is a better card. Like, why can't I... I'm very confused. About why W does nothing. He got to put down a second card. Alright, you know what? How far back do I go if I reload? Because I don't want to lose all my money. Alright, we'll talk to him again. And then I'll read the rules.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me?
Not an enemy.
Sorry about... We got off...
What are the rules of Caravan?
It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pot. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids, so there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge.
Yeah, I don't know how I've lost
Here,
54
take this
times.
holotape. So... All right.
How do I get out of talking to him? Oh yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
See you later, Phantom. Alright, so... items... miscellaneous. I'm guessing that's where holotape is gonna live. Maybe not. Oh, caravan deck. It's not a weapon. It's not a parallel. It must be under miscellaneous. It's not under H for holotape though, or C for the game name. Oh, it's under data. Data. Okay. It's under... I got it. Okay. Okay, caravan decks are comprised of at least 30 cards from one or more traditional playing deck. The deck may have any number of cards of any type that suits a player's strategy, although it cannot have duplicate cards from the same set. For example, a king of spades from set A and a king of spades from the set B deck is acceptable, but more than one king of spades from set A would be illegal. Caravan is played with two players building three opposing piles or caravans of number cards. The goal is to outbid your opponent's caravan with the highest value of numbered cards without being too light under 21 or overburdened over 26. Okay, 21 and 26. The game begins with each player taking 8 cards from their deck and placing either one numerical card or ace on each caravan. Players may not discard during this initial round, but it let me discard and wouldn't let me choose other cards. So was there something going wrong with it? Because it let me put down one card and then discarding cards was my only option. Once both players have started their 3 caravans, each player may do one of the following on their turn. Play 1 card and draw a new card from his or her deck to their hand. Discard 1 card from their hand and draw a new card from his or her deck. Disband one of their 3 caravans by removing all cards from that pile. Caravans have a direction, either ascending or descending numerically, and a suit. The suit is determined with the first card placed on a caravan, the direction by the second. All subsequent cards must continue the numerical direction or match the suit of the previous card. Cards of the same numerical value cannot be played in sequence, regardless of suit. Base cards can be attached to numeric cards in any caravan and affects them in various ways. Oh, jeez. There's a lot of words here. A player's caravan is considered sold when the value of its cards is over 20 and under 27. The other player may still outbid by increasing the value of their opposing pile while staying within the 21 to 26 range. When each of the 3 competing caravans has sold, the game is over. In the event that one of the 3 caravans' values are tied between players, the game continues until all 3 caravans have sold. The player with 2 or more sales wins the pot. Good grief. Yeah, that's a lot. On the face of it, it doesn't sound that bad, but like the fact that I couldn't put down a second card, it only let me discard cards, doesn't make any sense. Like what I just read does not in any way remind me of what we actually played. Hey Kelly, it does sound like blackjack, right? It's just weird. Like, it wouldn't let me do it, so I don't feel like it was behaving normally. Sunset Sarsaparilla. Oh, crap, you sent me a link to it? Okay, thank you. Yum yum deviled eggs. A lot of sarsaparilla in here. Because right now, I'm sticking with shenanigans. It wasn't working correctly. Did he go to bed? Oh. Wake up.
What is it?
Did you know there's a man named Joe Cobb looking for you?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight.
What are you going to do about the powder gangers?
I'm going to lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own.
Maybe I can help.
We'd just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the 2 of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I'll ask around and see who I can round up.
Start with Sunny Smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Okay. Talk to Sunny Smiles about fighting the powder gangers. I was too far away. I'm like, why doesn't the door work? I was too far away from it. What time is it? Just after midnight. Oh, there she is. Apparently she doesn't sleep, which is very handy for me. Sunny, wait.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer?
I'm gonna help Ringo take on the powder gangers. I might need your help.
Say no more. I'm in.
she is in. Well, that was easy.
Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo. But I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere.
Dynamite.
And Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great.
Um...
I'll be waiting.
Alright, we'll talk to her about the other stuff after. It's one of those things where I can, like, find a chair to sit on. Reloading bench. Workbench. Sensor module. Auto-inject super stim pack. Lots of conversions. Cosmic knife spear. Made with cleaner. 3 knives. Duct tape and a knife spear. You're making fried eggs with a bacon fat? That sounds delicious. Break down 20 gauge? Why would I want to break it down? Break down scrap metal to lead. And then I can craft my own bullets. Okay. But I would need cases, powder, primer, lead. Alright, so yeah, we need a lot more stuff. Which is fair. We haven't even left this town yet. Anyway, back to my original question. Is there like a spot that I could sit down? And I guess maybe in the bar. Or out here. No. Ah, T. T to wait is still the same command. Let's just sit for 7 hours. That'll be 8 a.m. Wait. I can just hit T anytime if I'm standing around too? Okay. So it's more like Skyrim than Fallout 4's system. That makes sense. Alright, so now I need to find all these people. Oh, the game crashed. The game crashed. That was abrupt, too. Like, I went from walking to game closed so fast. And guess who didn't take Brad's advice and save? I mean, I have quick saves. It crashes pretty often? Okay. Random that it's like in the middle of nothing too. Like I was just walking. Yeah, it was very decisive. I feel like a lot of times the game crash, like you freeze, like the game locks up and you're like, oh no, is it gonna crash? Is it gonna come back? This was just like, gone. Continue. All right, so it was before I waited. Could be the slap together in 18 months thing. Yeah, the save corruption will sometimes break your quick saves. I need to do that. I definitely need to make sure I do that. Ha! Tumbleweed! Oh yeah, okay, so let's wait the 7 hours. I might take a look at mods for this one. I might. I didn't want to change the experience in like Fallout 4, so I didn't, but I've been modding a couple more things lately. So I might take a look at some for this one. Nothing that'll change the game itself, but like some other random stuff.
Howdy.
Easy Pete's. I hear you've got dynamite. It would help us beat the powder gangers.
Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way.
Okay, so my explosive level isn't high enough. How hard can it be? Just light them and throw.
Too dangerous. Sorry. Blow yourself up. Blow your neighbor up. Blow the whole town up.
To be fair, he knows me well. Like, he's not wrong. He is not wrong. You might want to wait till you have their skill requirements. Okay. So is this one you can come back to do later then? When you're more skilled up? It's like the tutorial quest. It's weird that you don't have the skills required for the tutorial quest.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
Oh, I have the speech and the sneak for this one. I fixed your radio. Let's start with that.
Yeah, I heard it turn right back on after you got done tinkering with it. Here's some caps for the work.
That's it? Are you implying I've done shoddy work?
Not at all. I'm never sure how much is normally charged for this sort of thing. Here's some additional caps. That should be enough. Now, how about spending some of those caps in the saloon?
Okay, so speech and barter I definitely have. Sneak I definitely have. But yeah, explosives and medical I probably will not. You should help me take down the powder gang. Bullets, explosions, lots of fun.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
Oh wow, I got 13 skill points? So I can get medicine to 25. I can get explosives to 25. I said, like, that's not normally where I would... That's not normally where I would put these points, though. But at the same time, why not, right? Because obviously my sneak and speech things are higher. Like, they're really high. Guns is already high. Science has held me back a bit. Like, do I focus on putting even more into the skills I already chose that I'm going to need more? Or do I buff up some of the little ones? Is what I'm debating. I want to be able to get into some of these things. I don't want to miss the lore. I don't want to miss the lore of the terminals. And I'll put 2 into the ones I already have. The skill checks are through the whole game. They can get you some great things if you come back to them when you find them. Oh, I can choose another perk? With each rank in the Swift Learner perk, you gain an additional 10% total experience points whenever experience points are earned. This would undo that 10% downgrade. Like, I took the I took the perk that makes me gain XP 10% slower. So this would even that out. In combat, you do 10% damage against male opponents. Outside of combat, you'll sometimes have access to unique dialogue options when dealing with the opposite sex. On combat, you do 10% damage against female opponents. With the intense trading perk, you can put a single point into any of your special attributes. Oh, okay. Rapid reload. Retention. The bonuses granted by skill magazines last 3 times as long. Yeah, I did Black Widow. I definitely put a lot into Black Widow in Fallout 4. But Swift Learner would even that out, but do I care? Hey, Emily, good to see you. Yeah, I'm still in the starting town. I'm going to take this one. I'm going to even out that penalty on my experience gain. And that will just help me level up more. And then, yeah, exactly. Then I'll get better points. The puppy is still limping. Because it is that, right? Yeah. Minus 10%. I did remember it correctly. I didn't punch the puppy. The puppy was fighting the stuff at the end. Can I, like, help the puppy? I can't even talk to the puppy. Alright, well... Is he gonna heal himself? I thought she was better. No, she got hurt fighting the geckos. I thought she was gonna be better. Alright, I need to ask him about the explosives again? Put him out of its... No, we're not hurting the puppy.
Howdy. Uh-huh. Guess you know what you're doing. I'll go dig it up and get it ready. You'll have it by the time the fighting starts.
Hopefully someone else is in charge of that dynamite, though, because, uh-oh. What do you know about Joe Cobb?
Bad trouble.
That's helpful.
Welcome. Yup.
Yep. Alright, so we need to go back to the doctor's house. That's me. Okay. Well, that one's going to take me back to, oh, general store. Good night, Rob.
Howdy. You must be the one Doc Mitchell was patching up. The way I heard it, I didn't think you'd be walking out of that office. I've got plenty of supplies for sale. Even got some weapon mods and special ammo. Well worth the caps if you ask me. If you're hurting for caps, I've also got boxes of surplus ammo in the miscellaneous section. They're not great, but you get what you pay for.
I need supplies to fight the powder gangers.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Oh, I don't have high enough barter.
Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else?
What makes the surplus ammo inferior?
It's all about quantity over quality. Trouble is, you'll be cleaning and fixing your gun a lot more than usual when you use those kind of bullets.
Tell me about weapon mods and special ammo.
Weapon mods are things like silencers, scopes, bigger magazines. Special ammo includes things like armor-piercing bullets, which don't hurt the target as much, but let you punch through armor easier. There's also hollow point bullets, which have the opposite effect. You can kill unarmored targets easier, but they don't do shit against armor.
I do have the magazine.
Take it easy now.
I do have the magazine. See, I'm off to a great start remembering to use these things. Where do those live again? In aid? Yeah. Science plus 10. Salesman weekly. Barter plus 10.
You looking to buy some supplies? This?
Aha!
You made your
Thanks,
point.
guys!
I can provide people with some leather armor and extra ammo. Sure hope it's worth it. And, I'll be guarding the store while all this is going on. I have to put my business first. You understand.
Perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. What do you know about the situation with the powder gangers?
If Ringo doesn't head out on his own, I think we should hand him over. The town shouldn't get itself mixed into the problem. Don't mistake that for coward talk, though. We're a town of survivors. We'll fight tooth and nail if pushed, but we don't go looking for trouble.
Hey, Eddie! Almost 60 likes. Thank you so much, guys.
The leader was a New Vegas type. Typical city boy. He had a bunch of Great Khans with him, probably hired guns. The Great Khans normally stay in their own territory way up northwest, on account of them being enemies with the NCR.
Okay. Have you ever been to New Vegas?
Twice. Both times I drank a lot of liquor and lost most of my caps at the card tables. In that order, now that I think about it. If you ever get to New Vegas, be sure to visit Gomorrah. It's the best casino in the city. You won't regret it. Word of advice, behave. Between the NCR military police and Mr. House's robots, you don't want to be causing trouble on the strip.
Okay. I'd like to know more about Mr. House.
I'm afraid I don't know much myself. Mr. House has got his own casino, Lucky 38, but nobody goes in or out except his robots. The other casinos follow Mr. House's rules, so I guess that makes him the leader of New Vegas. As far as I know, nobody's ever laid eyes on the guy. I think that robot who pulled you out of the dirt belongs to Mr. House. If Mr. House is looking after you, it's got to be a good thing, right?
The mystery. Anything else you can tell me about Great Khans?
They're tough sons of bitches. Mean, but not crazy. They'll leave you alone unless you got something they want. The Great Khans deal in illegal chems. There's a good chance that most chems you come across were made by Great Khans.
This guy is really helpful. I have to say, talking to all these NPCs is paying off. We don't really have that much money, so I'm not going to buy anything from him yet.
Take it easy now.
Okay. That leaves... Oh, the doctor. Okay, we got to talk to Doc and then go back to Ringo. Back where it all began. What's that? Oh, battery. Where are you, Doctor? There you are. Oh, wow. His house is a lot bigger than I went through before.
Welcome back. I had hoped you wouldn't need to come see me again so soon. What can I do for you?
I might need the magazine, yeah.
Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. And my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare.
Okay. We have a lot more questions we can talk to. Okay. Tell me about yourself, Doc.
Well, I already told you I came from a vault. After that, I was a traveling doctor for a spell. It seemed like a good idea at the time. Most folks out here ain't educated, so people with medical know-how are hard to come by. I found that I could help a lot of people with what I knew, and that was all right with me. Eventually, I went back and married my childhood sweetheart, and that was the end of my traveling days. Didn't miss it none then. Still don't.
You said before you had something taken from you.
Well, ain't we all, right? That was a long time ago. I don't pay it much mind anymore.
What town is this?
This here's Goodsprings, named after the water we got here, just down the road to the southeast. Goodsprings Source, they call it. It's a quiet town, and that's how we like it. We don't go looking for trouble, though occasionally it sees fit to come looking for us.
What else can you tell me about Goodsprings?
Well, there's a general store just up the road, run by a fella named Chet. He don't got nothing fancy, but he's got your basics covered. If you're looking to wet your whistle, just past Chet's is the Prospector Saloon. The bartender there, Trudy, knows everyone in town. Other than that, there's not much to see. Just people trying to scratch out a living.
Why would we want the rundown one more time? Who was it that rescued me?
That'd be Victor. Curious fella. He's sort of odd, and I don't just mean 'cause he's a robot. I couldn't tell you much about him. He's real friendly, don't get me wrong. You just get the sense that that ain't the whole picture. Just a feeling. He keeps to himself, mostly. You want to know more about him, you'll have to ask him yourself. He has a shack on the southern edge of town.
It's there in case I was reading chat instead. That's fair. Do you know anything about the man that shot me?
I didn't see him or the men with him. You might ask around town, though. Could be someone saw which way they was headed. Your best bet would probably be Trudy, the bartender at the saloon up the road. If anyone saw anything, she'd know about it.
We definitely were supposed to have this conversation with him earlier, I think, but all these options weren't there.
You take care now.
Okay, so now we gotta go back to... What's his face? That's the kitchen. Where's the out? Aha, this way. Salesman Weekly has worn off. Okay. You have to leave his house with the Pip-Boy before it changes. That makes sense. Did I loot all this? Yeah, I totally did. No, I didn't. I missed a doctor's bag. Ah, there you are.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us?
Sonny's with us.
Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do.
We already talked to all the people, right? We talked to everyone. All your eggs were good? I want eggs. We normally have, like, eggs for Sunday breakfast, but the little one wants French toast, and she's always hated French toast, but suddenly she likes French toast. So we're making French toast instead, which is good. I like French toast, but I'm gonna miss my fried eggs. Hard save first. Yeah. If I say, let's do this, can I then hard save? We talked to everybody. We did all the things.
All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play.
How many are there?
At least 6. Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean.
I'm ready. You'd better be too.
Oh, Easy Pete came through with the dynamite. Here's your supply. I really hope I don't blow myself up. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
I mean, I don't have the best gun here. Got a machete.
Come on.
Not the puppy. He's just like walking right up. Really? 23% chance to hit his head? They're on my side. Alright, he's dead. Go through dynamite. If this puppy dies, I'm gonna be real mad. You've established a reputation with a group of people in the Wasteland. Whether that reputation is good or bad, you're finally somebody, and people associated with that group will start to react to what you've done. There are many different factions in the Wasteland, and you can develop a distinct reputation with each one. As you perform actions that benefit a group, you will gain fame. If you perform actions that harm a group, you will gain infamy. Your reputation with any given group is a measure of the combined total of fame and infamy that you have earned. The benefits and drawbacks of any given reputation depend on the group itself. You may receive discounts with merchants, provoke attacks from hired thugs, or simply be treated differently. Though you will initially start out with a neutral reputation with any given faction, your fame and infamy will eventually push your reputation in different directions. You can see all your current reputations under the general section of your Pip-Boy. Alright, so the good reputations are smiling troublemaker, good-natured rascal, accepted, liked, and idolized. Mixed is soft-hearted devil, dark hero, mixed, unpredictable and wild child, sneering punk, merciful thug, shunned, hated, and vilified are the bad ones. You've left a poor impression on the community. Oh, that's the powder gangers. Okay.
I owe you a huge favor for this.
Why are we so low?
Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things.
Why am I still crouched? Didn't I hear you say something earlier about not being able to pay me now?
I did have what was left of the Crimson Caravan money, but I wasn't sure if it was my right to just give it away. I owe you more than that, though, so look me up at the Crimson Caravan camp up in New Vegas if you ever visit.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna forget to loot. But I'm getting some guns this way, too.
Morning.
I'm encumbered. Okay. Items. Alright, now's I think when I gotta start dropping some of the random stuff I picked up earlier. I know I don't need those things. Even when you played your Legion playthrough, Pi, you still ended up vilified with them. Does any of this stuff have value? I mean, like, it's value 7. We're gonna slow walk to the general store. Hey, Clinton. Yeah, we're gonna slow walk over to the general store and see if I can sell anything. Oh, yeah, I gotta repair my own gear. Medium. I'm gonna change out of my vault suit, even though my vault suit gives me a benefit. +2 to speech. I don't want to cut down my agility necessarily. Plus, that one's worth a lot more. I'm wearing a cowboy hat. Oh yeah, I was gonna repair stuff. Alright, this doesn't need repairing. My cowboy hat does. R to repair. No. Can I not repair it because I don't have whatever it takes to repair it? Power armor in this doesn't make the clunky noises and doesn't require fusion cells, so it might not be terrible then. Maintain. Maintain. Okay. But it did say I could scrap things. How do I scrap stuff? It's a duplicate item. You can only do it with a duplicate item. Okay. Alright, so yeah, it has to be the duplicate. Alright, that makes sense. So I can't even, like, maintain all these weapons. Like, they're all in rough shape. Oh, but I could repair my... I could repair my shotgun because I have a different one? Aha. Okay. I'm going to change to my 10mm instead of the 9mm because it's in good condition and I have 38 bullets for it. Sturdy caravan shotgun. It only did a little bit because the other one was still in rough shape too. My shotgun to actually be on a thing. My laser pistol can be number 5. I'll put my varmint rifle on number 6. And we'll make the dynamite number 7. What could possibly go wrong? Oh yeah, my repair skill is pretty low. That's a good point too. Alright, let's see what I can sell.
That was a hell of a fight. Let's hope it doesn't bite us in the ass later on. Can do.
Yeah, hopefully it does not. Alright, let's see. He's got 766 caps. Alright, I'm gonna sell the... Look how nice little arrow is. I love that. Alright, we'll sell him. Keeping my machete. Cameras, I guess. Levers. The cue ball and the cup. The empty bottles? Okay, so it's like in Fallout 4 then, the named weapons, like weathered 10mm pistol, are better than like an unnamed. So that's like why the caravan shotgun is better than the regular shotgun. Field hand outfit. Hammer. Leather armor. Lightweight metal armor. Just sell it, it's worth a lot. Powder gang armor, I don't need. Powder gang outfits, I don't need. The baseball cap, I don't need. I mean, honestly, I probably don't even need the single shotgun. Throwing spears, tin cans. Tribal raiding armor. Turpentine. I have a weapon repair kit. How come I can't use that to repair my weapons? Oh, you could keep some and repair and infiltrate? Oh, so maybe I should keep one when I come across like random stuff. All right,
Pleasure doing business with you.
What did that get me down to?
Take it easy now.
Weight-wise. Oh no! I'm 139! I sold too much stuff. Alright, well we gotta go loot some people. I gotta stay at 160. I gotta be careful that I'm not selling too much stuff. He's got dynamite. And a varmint rifle, so I could fix my varmint rifle now that I have a duplicate. Still only at 149. Crap. There we go. Yeah, my perk, I have the hoarder perk. So if I'm not above 160, I take a hit to some of my skills. If I stay above 160, I get a bonus to my skills. So I gotta keep myself above 160. What am I working on right now, actually? What's my quest? Do I have one? These are all the... Oh, this one. Find the men who tried to kill you. These are all of the DLC ones, right? Near Prim and enter the divide. I want the they went that away quest. Well, we're heading south because that's where my quest is taking me. I didn't have to talk to anyone else, right? I had to loot some mailboxes or something. Ooh, boxing times. Pup and a toy car. Oh, right, they had some additional dialogue. Okay. Hello, friend.
Howdy. Way too many strangers coming into town these days. No offense.
This guy has a very wide nose. That was a very wide nose. That's a Ringo.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future.
I need to get to Prim. Can you suggest a route?
Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can.
Okay, what do you do around here?
I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in.
Let's talk about the areas around Goodsprings.
Sure, what do you want to know?
What other towns are nearby?
Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
Sonny told me not to go north, so I guess I'm not going to go north.
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice.
What does the NCR keep you safe from?
Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too.
What do you know about the other group?
Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited.
What kind of creatures are out there?
Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Another recommendation to stay away from the north.
If you want to know anything else, just ask.
Should we ask her for work?
Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these.
A magazine on locksmiths?
If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap.
All right, I'll go take a look at that safe when I have a chance. All right, so it's sending us
Always happy to help
back.
someone down on their luck. Until next time.
Alrighty, so we'll go look at the schoolhouse thing.
Hello?
Trudy!
I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Goodsprings is nice and quiet.
Oh, she doesn't have anything
Be
new.
careful out there.
No, you're just a settler, and we already
Thanks
talked
again
to
for all your
Ringo?
help.
No. Can you tell me anything about Goodsprings?
I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals.
Okay, goodbye.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the schoolhouse. She did need a bigger ponytail. This Trudy's ponytail is very small. Empty mailbox. We might be able to do this now, too. Oh, no, we're not 25. Okay, so what level am I? Lockpick 19. And I'm guessing the book will give it plus 10. So that would be 29. Okay. Okay, rotate. Yep. Okay. Here we go. Bottle caps, dirty water, mentat, scotch, stealth boy, super stim pack. Alright, so that brings me up to still only 149? Even with all the stuff I just took out of this thing? Crap. Oh, there's a magazine on the floor. I missed it. Books. Books. I just need enough junk to get to 160. Who would have thought I wouldn't be able to find enough junk? Jalapenos? Alright, cool. Can we get into this guy's shack? Seems like he's guarding the door, so I'm gonna guess no.
Howdy, partner.
Oh no, we totally can. Weapon repair kits. Take a paperweight. I have to get used to like what stuff looks like. What helpful stuff looks like. Scrap metal. Batteries. Ammo box. Didn't the desk say empty? Yeah, the desk says empty. Alright, what'd that bring me to? 173. Perfect. Any new dialogue with this guy?
Partner.
Do you know who those men were that attacked me? How did you end up in good... Did we not ask him this already? Hey, Bob, good to see you. Didn't we ask him this already?
Happy trails.
Alright, so if we look at the map... Prim is all the way down here. Canyon wreckage, that's probably the thing that is the, a quest. North is... Crimson Caravan Company is up there. Abandoned Brotherhood of Steel Bunker? Oh. No, I didn't talk to Victor before the fight. Is this actually New Vegas up here? Yeah, I didn't talk to him. Alright, well, let's head towards Prim. You missed Fallout? I missed Fallout too. I mean, I feel like we should listen to the lady and stay on the roads. Although, that's not how you get experience. Your apartment's really cold, but it's 100 outside. I can relate. We keep the house so cold. But I'd rather wear a sweater inside than go outside. It's been so gross lately. Like, really, really bad. I think it felt like 110 today. The humidity was so high. I know that because I actually left the house and went to the grocery store. Vegas is that way. Prim is that way. That makes sense because that is north and that is south. Hey, that's the roller coaster. Okay, so Prim's right there. Let's loot some stuff. I did do outside things. You've discovered several locations. You can fast travel back to discovered locations using the world map. Fantastic. You went into the city a week ago and the temp gauge showed 120. You're in Texas, right? It's been really hot there, I've heard. You haven't even put your ACs in the window? I can't even imagine. Take the key. Okay. Key to what? Yeah, I've heard that Texas is really bad right now. Like, unusually bad, isn't it? Like, this is just average Florida weather. Like, this is like normal death hot winter. Winter. Summer. It's just empty. Locked? Use the key. Oh, that's what the key was for. Varmint rifle, another one. You've gotten 10 inches of rain in the past 2 months? It hasn't rained here a ton, actually. It's pretty similar to Florida. And oh, so this is just like regular Texas. I thought Texas was in some kind of like super heat wave. But it's just regular Texas summer death. Okay. Where is there? Like somewhere right now is having like a crazy heat wave. It's cold there. Oh, yeah, because it's winter. It is winter for you guys. See, okay, I was just referring to our Southern Hemisphere friends. I don't know where I'm thinking of then. Like, somewhere right now is having, like, an unusually hot heat wave. Powder, gang, or camp? Uh-oh. I mean, they're not red.
Something blows up.
That's true. Texas is pretty big, so maybe some part of Texas. It's true, Clinton. And at least when it's cold out, you can put extra clothes on. There's only so much you can take off. I'm not. I'm wearing, like, leather armor. What is that? Is that a gecko? Totally is. Oh, radiation. Hey, Nike, good to see you. actually like winter very much. I don't miss living where it hurt to breathe. At least I can hide inside my air conditioning. I don't miss scraping the ice off my car and living where it hurt to breathe. Is he gonna... Oh, they're gonna fight each other. Do I just not have enough points for that? I mean, he's not running at me, so I guess I'll leave him alone anyway. There were landmines back there? Okay. Gotta keep an eye out for these things. I got so used to, like, graphically what things look like in Fallout 4. It took me a while to recognize the stuff. That away.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going? Prim is off limits.
What's going on in Prim?
Some convicts from the prison up the road have taken over the town. Everyone inside is either dead or in hiding. What's more, there are 2 tribes of raiders causing trouble in this area as well. You'd be safer heading back up to Goodsprings.
Sarah, it is a little hard to spot things when it's all 50 shades of brown. This is your favorite, Clinton, next to the original Fallout? Obviously, Fallout 4 is my favorite right now because it's the only one I've, like, truly played through, but I'm liking this one so far. Shouldn't you be protecting the town or something?
We'd love to, but they don't fall under NCR jurisdiction. Even if they did, we're in no shape to protect them.
Why can't you protect them?
We don't have the equipment to take out the convicts. And even if we did, we need some extra hands for backup. You should talk to Lieutenant Hayes. He's in a tent down the road. Just stay on the west side of the overpass if you don't want to get shot.
Good advice. Okay. Now we discovered Prim. He had more dialogue.
Got business here?
Okay, apparently not. Is that the overpass we're not supposed to go to the other side of? Let's look at the map. Yeah, I need to be over there. Oh, save. Good idea. Oh, this is the game that made saving such a good thing. I haven't even quick saved in a while. Is this all fenced in? It's all fenced in, huh? Alright, we'll go back around. Because it looks like that's where I need to be, like, right there. Yep. Okay, we'll go around. This seems like a pretty good consensus that New Vegas has the best storyline. Yeah, I'm gonna have to remember to do hard saves for sure, Eddie. Hey, Greg. This story's fantastic. You can jump up the... Oh, you could jump up the ledge? I didn't think to try that. That's a good idea, Sarah. I should add a New Vegas channel to the Discord just in general. That'd be really cool. I am thinking about mods that will make it perform better or smooth out some UI issues that I don't love. As long as it doesn't change the story. Uh-oh. Am I on the wrong side of the overpass? Oh, that's dynamite. I was like, what just flew past me? Ew, that's an eyeball. Where am I supposed to be right now? Sleep in a bed, find a doctor, or use a stim pack to heal yourself. Okay. Yep, stim pack. Got it. I thought this was where I was supposed to be going. I did really immediately head west, to be fair. No, he said to stay... Oh, he said to stay on the west side of it? He said he was at a tent by the end of the road. This is where my marker is. Oh, because I'm finding my... I was following the marker, but not... The marker is not to go talk to that guy. The marker is to find the guys that, like, attacked me. Yeah, no, that's... I was following the marker, which is not what I was supposed to be doing. Who was shocked? Anyone? Anyone? Is anyone surprised? But I mean, I lived, so... Oh. Can I take these? I mean, I could if I disarmed it in time. Ah. Again. Okay. I need a tent. Maybe that's the tent. Hey, Joseph. I am prone to adventure. Yes, I am. Alright, so this would be stealing. I don't want to steal stuff.
Patrolling the Mojave almost makes you wish for a nuclear winter.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic Army, 5th Battalion, 1st Company. What's your business?
What are you doing out here? Jerry, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. Welcome, thank you.
We were sent out here to hold back the tide of convicts from the correctional facility. As you can probably tell, we aren't doing the kind of job we could be doing.
What's the problem with your mission?
The mission isn't a problem. The problem is with supplies. The convicts are better armed and organized than our intel initially suggested. I'm trying to get some reinforcements here, maybe some guns with some firepower, but shit. Things are just going slow.
Tell me about the correctional facility.
Most people just call it NCRCF. That's NCR Correctional Facility. A little bit ago, the convicts there staged a coup. Killed the guards that weren't able to escape. And I've been ransacking the area since then.
Hey, Zasper, welcome. Do you have any information on the convicts?
Not much. They've taken to calling themselves powder gangers, mostly because they've taken to using the explosives meant to clear boulders as weapons. They got organized faster than I would have thought, most of them at least. Thankfully, the small group in town here seem to have split off from the main force, so they aren't getting anything in the way of support.
Thank you, Jerry. We have some other questions. Yeah, they do like to use explosives. That one threw a dynamite at me. I have to say that I think the dynamite is the most entertaining change of this one. I say change, like you guys, I'm going to use these terms timeline out of order because I played 4 first. Obviously, this one came first, but it's not like grenades at this point. They're throwing dynamite sticks at me. Something about that is so entertaining.
I have some free time. Ask away.
Okay, well, we don't have any other dialogue choices, so we're just going to have to say goodbye. I kind of expected him to have, like, a job for us, not like a...
Ma'am?
I mean, it was good information. 69 likes. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I really thought there was going to be, like, I don't know, a quest, something. Not just some extra information. I'll take the information, it's good, but I thought, oh yeah, save. Gotta keep saving. You're nice. Okay. Now I'm crossing over to the other side. And my quest marker is to find the men who tried to kill me, inquire about your delivery assignment with the administrator of the Mojave Express in Prim. I only have one marker for this, so... let's reload the gun. Try to be sneaky. We'll see if sneakiness helps. Bottle caps and earnings clipboards. We're at 220 out of 235. We're gonna have to be a little careful. This is where I killed those two guys. That's empty. He's got 2 legs. This man has 2 legs. Okay, 3 legs. He has an extra leg. Obviously, he would have 2 legs. He's got a 3rd extra leg. Ooh, he duplicated his hands, too. He's got an extra leg and an extra hand. Over to the Vicky and Vance Casino. I know, yeah, I was saying 2 legs like that was a bad thing.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you might want to rethink your plans. Town's gone to hell.
Who are you?
Johnson Nash is my name. Husband to Ruby Nash. Lived in Prim going on 8 years now, thick and thin. I'm a trader primarily, for what it's worth with things like they are. I also run the local Mojave Express outpost.
I'm a courier with the Mojave Express.
Well, I don't got any work right now, sorry to say.
I lost a package I was supposed to deliver.
I'll tell you whatever I can. You have a delivery order you can show me?
What can you tell me about this job? Show him the order.
Oh, you're talking about one of them packages. That job had strange written all over it, but we couldn't turn down the caps.
What was strange about it?
That cowboy robot had us hire 6 couriers. Each was carrying something a little different. Pair of dice, chess piece, that kind of stuff. Last word I have from the office, it looked like payment had been received for the other 5 jobs. Guess it was just your chip that didn't make it. First deadbeat we hired to do the job canceled. Hope a storm from the divide skins him alive. Well, that's where you came in.
That was harsh. He canceled?
Yeah, I got this look when he saw you next down on the courier list. His expression turned right around, asked me if your name was for real. I said, sure as like a rain, you were still kicking. Then he turned down the job, just like that. I asked if he was sure it was good money. No, let Courier 6 carry the package, that's what he said. Like the Mojave'd sort you out or something. Then he just up and walked out.
Oh, so we were set up by another courier. Like, they saw our name and wanted us to do it for some reason. That sounds like a setup. Do you know who he was, where he went?
No idea. Sounds like you two had a history for him to act like that. And turn down the money, too. Hope he didn't see any trouble in that package of yours. Maybe he thought your name was bad luck. Not for me to say.
Okay, so shenanigans. My name was on the list. That means his name would have been on the list. This guy's got a worse memory than me. He should at least know his name. If he recognizes me and my name. And he's like mad at the guy and wanted him to die in a storm. But he forgets the name? Some men stole my package. A man in a checkered suit and some thugs. Did they pass this way?
Well, now that you mention it, a few nights back, one of the townies was out scavenging for supplies. He said he saw a fellow with a daisy suit come through with some of them Great Con misfits. They was talking about a chip.
One of those men shot me. I need to know the best way to get to them.
Well, for that, your best bet is going to be talking to Deputy Beagle. Since they came to town, he was keeping a good bit of notes on them, and he was slinking around Bison Steve when your pretty boy friend came through. He may have heard where they were going.
Okay. So we gotta rescue the deputy from the powder gangers in Bison Steve. I'd like to ask you about something else.
I guess I don't have anywhere better to be.
Want to play a hand of Caravan? No. I have some questions about Prim.
Well, I'll answer what I can.
What happened to Prim?
Let's see. Been tough around here for a good while now. Worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First there was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. Little while ago, a good chunk of them left whatever kind of organization they got up there to squeeze all the food and drink out of us they could. Ask away.
What's the Bison Steve?
It's an old hotel and casino here in town. Old Laura used to rent out rooms there, but she took off months ago. Across the way from the Vicky and Vance, the other old casino. Can't miss it. Ask away.
What's at Vicky and Vance?
That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. They can't rush us without eating a good bit of hot lead, but we are in a kind of box canyon. Guess this is a fitting place for that as any. I reckon that if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here.
Okay, goodbye.
Don't go getting yourself shot.
Well, no promises. That's pretty much what's going to happen to me. Guaranteed. There's a lot of people in here. I'm still crouched.
Hey there.
Ruby Nash.
Hello there.
We are really
What
close to
brings
her.
you to Prim?
We are really, really close to her face.
I'm Ruby Nash. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My husband and I are Prim long-timers. He fancies himself a trader, and I know my way around a kitchen.
Tell me about Prim.
My mother taught me never to say something unless it was nice. So, I don't have nothing to say about Prim, for the time being at least. It's a sad state of affairs. Discuss it with Mr. Nash if you care to. Just makes me want to cry.
What do you cook?
My specialty is a rad scorpion venom casserole. It's more appetizing than it sounds. The venom has a sharp, smoky flavor, and it numbs your mouth so fierce you'll forget you ever had a tongue. It's perfectly safe, long as you don't have sores in your mouth for the venom to find your blood, 'cause that'll kill you dead.
Okay.
Does sound good, don't it? How many rad scorpion glands you got?
I don't have any.
Guess you'll be needing to find some, huh? Come back when you do.
Okay.
Bye.
We are oh, with the gun too. We were definitely in her personal space. We stood up. We stood up right into her space. So, not ideal. Ooh, robot. Why is she carrying a gun? Is it because I had my gun out? Or are they all just carrying guns? Prim Slim.
Howdy, partner. Welcome to the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum.
Who are you?
Prim Slim at your service. Authentic cowpoke and official spokespot of the Vicky and Vance Casino and Museum. Yeehaw!
Who were Vicky and Vance?
Where have you been, partner? Hiding under a rock?
Yes.
Vicky and Vance were this nation's fourth or maybe fifth most infamous celebrity outlaw couple ever. That's who they was. Prim Slim here can tell you the whole story, if you can spare a minute to hear the tale.
They were the fourth or fifth. Tell me the whole story.
Yahoo! I ain't had a chance to tell their tale in a mess of years. First things first, any bosh you've heard about Vicky and Vance being copycats ain't nothing but ill-tempered slander. Fact is, they begun their crime spree 2 days before Bonnie and Clyde robbed their first bank. So who was copying who? Now, true, Vicky and Vance didn't exactly cut a wide swath of murder and bank robbery across the central U.S. like Bonnie and Clyde did. It was more like a narrow swath of shoplifting, check cashing fraud, and gas pump drive-offs. But crime is crime. They drove reckless, too. Having lived by the gun, well, Vance owned one anyway, it was only fitting that the duo of desperados would die by the gun. Perhaps it was fate itself that accidentally drove them into a crossfire between police and a gang of bank robbers in Plano, Texas. Or maybe they just didn't notice until it was too late. It's been said that Vicky would have tried to cash a bad check in that bank, had she lived. We'll never know for sure. All we know is that the crossfire tore the car and both occupants to pieces, and the police issued an official apology.
Oh, man.
You can put your eyes on the genuine death car just over yonder, and there's Vance's machine gun in the case next to it.
Okay.
Happy trails, partner.
Oh, yeah. A car full of holes. See the case with the gun in it. Some creepy mannequins. Look at those mannequin faces. Oh. Yeah, they sounded like hardened criminals for sure. Like, examine case. Okay, so it's just not visually there. It gives me the description like it's there, but it's not actually there. Yeah, I am going to save. And actually, looking at the time, we are coming up on midnight here for me. So I'm probably going to end here. This feels like a good place to pick up next time by actually going back out into the town to deal with the bad guys. this is a lot of like lore building and stories. There's a lot of dialogue, but so far I'm liking it. I definitely am. It does have that like Fallout vibe that I've missed since Fallout 4 finished, of course. So I'm really excited. We're definitely going to keep going. I will put a channel in the Discord for it, for if you guys have any non-spoiler tips or mod recommendations. I don't want anything that's going to change the story in any way because it's my first playthrough. But if there's anything that you guys have come across that really helps with like some of the performance issues or anything like that, I would appreciate the help with that research. And then my schedule is there as well. I went in today and put my schedule in for next week in the Discord. There's an event section up top where you can see everything that I've got coming up. The only notable change is that because of the fireworks, I'm going to be streaming Monday night and not Tuesday night. I'm going to swap those 2 days just to try to lessen the amount of Daisy freaking out in the background. But the rest of the week is pretty much the same. You can just check out what games I'm playing if you're curious. And then, of course, if you enjoyed today's stream and you haven't done so already, please like and subscribe and ring the notification bell so that you don't miss the next one. And until then, have a good one, everybody.